Good evening, everyone. Obviously, it's not Monday night. We are here at the absolutely amazing Chessington Hotel. Just got back from dinner, and obviously our absolutely amazing time at Jumanji World. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, guys. I'm doing it without a microphone tonight, and obviously I've got a special guest here by my side. So if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up, because I don't know if you can hear me. As I say, with no microphone, it's a little bit tricky. Fantastic. That's great. Thanks, Beda and Em. Obviously, Em, you were with me today. We were very fortunate to have got tickets for the special pass holder preview event for Chessington's amazing new World of Jumanji. Yeah, it's all I can say is what an amazing place World of Jumanji is. I would say no expense has been spared on theming or on the rides themselves. If I had a criticism, I think that possibly the flat rides, one of them unfortunately just needs, I'm just going to adjust this little light a little bit, it's a bit bright on the face, there we go. One of the flat rides we were unable to ride this afternoon because there was some issues with loading and weight. Ostrich Stampede, as you know, is supposed to revolve, and as it revolves, it's supposed to rise and fall. Unfortunately, we queued for it, and they were experiencing significant problems with getting it to rise and fall as it was rotating. Apparently, that was to do with weight distribution of the guests that were on the ride, or so we were informed. So I think there's going to be some further training required there to enable them to operate that reliably, consistently. But that's the only tiny criticism, if you like, that I have. A few more people just come in now. Just welcome a few people. Good evening, Theme Park Jake. Thanks for joining, mate. Good evening, Red Balloons. And obviously Bed, thanks, thanks for joining. Obviously, I've got my special guest tonight, Elijah, who sadly wasn't tall enough to do any of the rides in Jumanji World. But did you like Jumanji World?
Yeah.
Was it good?
I played a bus puzzle.
Yeah. There you go. Yes. The merchandise available actually in the shop was actually very good, and fitted very much. Bear me 1 second, guys. I've just got to go and let my wife and other son back into the hotel room. I need you. Come on, we're live.
Shall I tell you what it was?
So there.
Hello.
You coming to join? I've got another guest joining me now. Probably the reason that we came today was especially for this young man here, because Jumanji World, as we know, or World of Jumanji, is for the younger enthusiasts, and with obviously it being Merlin's first coaster that's 1.2 with an inversion, and therefore it was Gman's first coaster with an inversion, and with a launch, of course. I keep forgetting that it's a launch coaster, and actually I suppose you call it a multiple launch because it does have two.
Yeah, because it does it 4 times because you shoot 2 times forwards and 2 times.
Yeah, but it's still only got the 2 launch sections.
Yeah.
But they do shoot you, in 2 different directions. So you get essentially 4 launches per ride, rolling back out of the station you're launched forwards through the station. After the inline twist, there's a further launch to give you a boost to get through up around the Jaguar's head. And then obviously as you come back down, same boost gets you back through the inline twist and then back into the station. So,
and we heard one time there was a rollback, so it didn't go all the way through the inline twist. It had to come back out again, back into the station.
yes, apparently Mandrill Mayhem experienced a rollback just prior to the inline twist towards the end of today. So
yeah, because I've watched a video of King Dakar and everyone was shouting roll back, roll back.
It's not King Dakar, it's Mandrill Mayhem.
but still, I watched it.
Talking about the merchandise though, yeah, there's a great range of merchandise, wasn't there? There's lots of stuff in the shop we liked, wasn't there?
Yeah.
What was it in the shop that you particularly liked?
It was because they had that little mini game, and it was electronic. So when you put the figure on, it would just move by itself.
Yeah, you really liked that, didn't you?
Yeah, and it also has the drumming sound.
So, of all the things that we did in World of Jumanji,
Yeah.
what was your favourite thing?
I've got to say Mandrill Mayhem.
Mandrill Mayhem. Was it as good as you thought, or was it better?
It was better because I thought it was going to go so fast you wouldn't even realise the upside down bit. But I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was. I have to say, for
It goes so slow at the end.
do you want to come around a little bit because we can literally only see half of your face.
No, no.
Just the good half.
Yeah, it's probably the good half, but let's bring you around a bit better. There you go. Now everybody can see your handsome face. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, Mandrill Mayhem. Great coaster, actually. Obviously designed for younger enthusiasts, but still had enough to make it a good ride, a good solid ride for us older enthusiasts. I certainly enjoyed it. And in fact, I'll give you a little sneak peek here of mine and Gabriel's reaction after we'd done Mandrill Mayhem for the first time. Here we go. We have just got off our first ever ride on Mandrill Mayhem. What a ride! I mean, honestly, for a family coaster, that was amazing. Really good launch, really good ride, just brilliant. What did you think, Gman? You were quite scared to begin with, weren't you?
Yeah, but as I went upside down, rather than sitting back in my seat, I ended up falling onto the harness.
But did you like it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do you want to go and do it again after?
Yeah.
Yeah? There we go. He wants to do it again. So that tells it all, really, doesn't it? We're going to go and explore the rest of Jumanji World and see what else there is here. So yeah, there you go. That was our literally reaction as soon as we got off the ride. And of course, Oscar in the background there. Yes, well spotted. Oscar in the background, vlog bombing. I had hoped and had every intention of having the vlog from today up tonight. I don't think that's going to happen now. However, I am aiming to have it up tomorrow before opening. So please keep an eye out for that on my channel tomorrow. It's not a particularly long vlog. It's not going to be the best edited vlog because obviously I'm in the hotel. I don't have all my computer equipment with me, so editing it is going to be a case of doing it on my phone. But I wanted to get this edited and out to you guys as soon as I could, really, so that you can enjoy it and hopefully share in the joy that we experienced, didn't we?
Yeah, I also like Mamba Strike because I got to go right to the end. When it ended up going this way around, I like had most of the airtime to myself.
Yeah, there was a little bit of airtime on that, wasn't there, on Mamba Strike? Yeah, Mamba Strike was a good ride. Actually,
kept on screaming on it.
every single ride within World of Jumanji experienced a little bit of downtime. However, it was very short downtime each time, so it wasn't a problem. It didn't really slow things down very much. So it was very good from that perspective.
Yeah, because when it took 3 rides for us to finally get to Croc Drop, because we wanted to go do other rides, but they were all closed. So then we went round to Croc Drop and just started from there.
Yes, we weren't very lucky, were we, with normal?
Because we was gonna do Dragon's Fury, but then it was closed.
Yeah, when we first arrived on park this morning, there were a lot of rides experiencing downtime, and we had to select.
To the point
3
where the
different
whole
rides.
of Wild Asia was shut down.
Yes, and then they closed down the whole of Wild Asia because they had to evacuate Monkey Swinger. That's right. Yes, I did do back row on Mandrill, and I have to say, it was absolutely amazing. Best row for me. I can understand now why people were raving about it yesterday. It was an absolutely amazing ride on the back row. Karen did front row on Monkey Swinger, Mandrill Mayhem, and you said you enjoyed that too, didn't you?
Oh, I loved it. Loved it. When you come shooting through that, mine's gone blank, through the
Station.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something else. I like that.
Yeah.
And also, the best message of our lives is anybody who's a hotel guest will get an early ride on Mandrill Mayhem, and I'm looking forward to do my first back row.
Yes, we discovered that as of tomorrow, any hotel guests will actually be given early ride time on rides as usual in the park at Chessington, and that includes World of Jumanji. So we've been told we need to go and queue up between 8:45 and 10, and we can get early access to the park and early ride access. So we are definitely going to go and try and grab an early ride on Mandrill Mayhem. I believe the plan is they're going to allow hotel guests early ride time, close the area back down and vacate it, and then they're going to do an opening ceremony at 10 or just after, whenever they can, obviously once they've got all the hotel guests out. So that's absolutely fantastic, and all credit to Chessington for doing that, because I thought that it wasn't likely they were going to include Mandrill Mayhem in that early ride time on opening day, that they would probably wait until at least the Tuesday. But no, as of tomorrow, hotel guests, early ride time, Mandrill Mayhem is included, as is Ostrich Stampede and
Ostrich Stampede was
Mamba Strike.
broken.
That's the word.
Ostrich Stampede
Evening, Kate. Thanks for
down.
joining. It wasn't broken down. They were just struggling to get it to do the up and down bits.
Yeah, because it had to bounce. It was just going round and round.
So that's just getting the balance.
Yes, there could be a mad rush over there at 9 o'clock. And I believe, from what I understand, the early ride time access to Mandrill Mayhem will be a physical queue, not the virtual queue that will be in place from 10 o'clock. So what I'm guessing is hotel guests will get in and get out, queue up, physical queue as normal, and then come out, and then they will switch it over to the virtual queuing system that they have put in place as of tomorrow. So
the Mandrill Mayhem station is really good, because I like how on the box where the operator sits, it says how many days in Jumanji and has loads of those tally charts crossed off.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The theming all over the area is just so immersive. It's like being in another place, completely in a different place. You don't feel like you're in Chessington anymore, other than watching Dragon's Fury sort of zoom past. it doesn't feel like you're in Chessington.
No, you're immersed.
Yeah, and
You are so immersed in
we
Jumanji.
got a good spot in Jumanji because it was super hot when we came there.
It was
So
nice
what-
and
so what
light.
was the good spot?
Good about it. It was nice weather today.
Yeah,
That's
really
what
hot.
he's saying. It was
Yeah.
nice.
It was. We've been very, very blessed actually with very good weather today. And I think I've
Very
actually
tired boys.
burnt a little bit. I've got 2 very tired boys, plus a very tired wife, and a very tired me. I'm not gonna lie. It was quite exhaustive. The excitement,
Oof.
the heat, just
On the
yeah.
stretcher.
just made it very much a very intense day. Spent the day, or certainly spent the time in Jumanji World with a couple of very good friends, Em and and Chris from Oscar's Airtime, Sam Coaster Tog, and Mike from Journey to the Attractions. We also bumped into Sophia from Sophia Park Adventures, who many of you will know has been covering the developments of Chessington and World of Jumanji for many, many months, and who has done a nervous chat before. And also Parks and Pints were there. Laura and James from Theme Park Jam, saw them too.
There was someone else I just met downstairs.
Who's that?
Graham? He used to live Stanmore Loop.
Hey! Oh, what?
Okay. Okay. Apparently Karen was recognised down in the lobby just now.
Yeah, I had my name shouted out.
while they
I was
were
like, what?
completing the Jumanji trail. It wasn't Red Balloons, was it?
Well, I just got his name.
Oh, okay. Okay. Graham.
I think it was
Is
Graham.
that you, Red Balloons 99? Are you Graham?
He did say he was listening in. He got his headphones and stuff.
Ah, I bet it is. Yes, I think it's Red Balloons 99, single rider queue line on Instagram. Yeah, so there weren't as many YouTubers as I thought there were going to be. I have to say, yes, that was
It
him.
was.
Yeah,
There
that
you
was
go.
him. He's just acknowledged. Yeah. Gary.
Gary, where do I get Graham from?
She apologises profusely.
I do. I'm really
Um,
bad with names. I must admit. I even get my own children's wrong.
Oh, here we go, G. We've got a question.
Yeah.
So, what are our top 5 attractions at Chessington now?
So your top 5 rides.
So, your top 5 rides at Chessington, what are they?
First is Mandarin Mayhem.
Of course.
Second is Vampire.
Yeah.
Then it's Mammoth Strike. And then it's Vampire.
Yeah.
You did Vampire twice.
Oh, and the second one was Vampire. And
And the strike, you got 2 more.
Mammoth Strike, you need 2 more.
Cobra
Three more.
and
Four,
Monkey
crossed up.
Swinger.
Oh, Monkey
A
Swinger.
Monkey Swinger. So that's Gabriel's.
And we're back!
And I'm back.
Woo!
Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, we had an
Careful.
unfortunate camera incident there. Obviously, we're in the hotel. I don't have my usual studio, so I'm very much using my tablet like I used to use, and trying to balance things. And yeah, overbalanced. So yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate there. My top 5 rides now at Chessington. I'm gonna have to put Mandrill Mayhem at number 1. There's absolutely no doubt it's gone straight to number 1. I would put probably Dragon's Fury at number 2. I think I'd have to put Cobra at number 3. I do like Cobra. Croc Drop, possibly. I do like Croc Drop as well. That's another solid ride here. And then probably Vampire at number 5, I think. What I think you will appreciate once you come and experience World of Jumanji is just how rough Vampire actually is now. Because you've got that comparison of this lovely smooth B&M winged launch boomerang coaster. It's a mouthful, that one. Compared to this 33-year-old roller coaster, which is, it's starting to show its age a little bit, and it has got rougher over the last few years. So how about you? What do you think? Top 5? Sorry to put you on the spot there.
Sorry, too busy drinking.
On the booze already.
I've got 2 kids and you. I need to be. All right, Mandrill definitely. That was good. Hold on, sweetheart. And then today, Tiger Rock with Mike.
Yeah,
that was great fun.
You
today.
enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a great laugh. That was good fun. Hold on 1 second, people. Yeah, you grab a bug. The bug. Then I don't really do many here. To be fair, do I really? Toon Blaster.
Yeah.
Elephants. Iron Jumbos.
Elmer's Flying Jumbos.
Yeah.
Good night, Kate. Thanks for joining. Look forward to meeting you tomorrow. It'd be good to if you give me a shout, let me know where you are, what time, sort of thing. We'll arrange to come and say hello. I actually hope that they don't replace Vampire. I think it has massive nostalgia value. For a lot of people, it was their first coaster, and continues to be many people's first coaster on the step up to bigger coasters. So I can't see them replacing it, and I don't know there's anything you could replace it with. I think it has a place at Chessington still. I think it needs a retrack, and a bit of just general TLC. But it is 33 years old, and we mustn't forget that. It's served Chessington very, very well for 30 odd years. So to replace it would be almost an insult to it. I feel.
It would change the dynamic here, I reckon, as well.
I think it would change the dynamic very much. Hold on, I've lost the mouse.
No, it's right in front of you. You got these on. You should be able to see them.
The merch is great. It wasn't terribly expensive. It's a bit more expensive than maybe some older merch. The one downside was that because it obviously has the Jumanji IP, means that pass holders only get a 10% discount on World of Jumanji merchandise. So in that respect, it is more expensive. But there was a great selection. And I don't think it was terrible. I mean, the cup here, which is a really, really nice cup. It's very well themed. Snake. It's got the snake as its handle and all of this. This was £15. So sort of £13.50 after discount. T-shirt was £25. So do the maths, £22.50 after discount. So no more expensive really than
if anything, it's just like
a decent T-shirt from a well-known high street brand, I suppose. So I don't think it was terribly expensive. I say a bit more expensive than normal Merlin merchandise, but obviously you have got the IP of Jumanji, which is going to push the price up a little bit anyway. There were 2 new pin badges available, and there are more to come, I believe. I was reliably informed in the shop that there will be a Mandrill Mayhem pin badge, an Ostrich Stampede pin badge, and the Mamba Strike pin badge. They are on their way, but unfortunately didn't arrive in time for opening.
The ones they've got are actually really nice already.
Yeah, I've got 2 of the pin badges. I'll just grab those actually and show you.
Where's the professionalism? You normally have everything ready.
That's because I'm not at home. I'm not in the studio.
Nah, excuses.
So we've got the very nice
Jumanji.
World of Jumanji pin badge, and then we've got I really like this. It's holographic and it changes the number of lives you have depending on the direction. It's probably not working very well on the camera.
No.
but
it
yeah.
highlights the 3 lives, and then you
Yeah.
slowly twist it, and then it goes down to like the 1 life. So the bars change and the numbers, don't they, on that one? So it works.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
I honestly reckon the free virtual queuing system for Mandrill Mayhem is going to be a nightmare when it opens tomorrow and onwards, with Chessington, build 3 reserve and ride. I actually think the virtual queuing system is going to help. I'm in favour of virtual queues. I think it helps reduce that having to stand doing nothing for long periods of time. If it's a virtual queue, you can be off doing other things. You can be in the shop. You could be doing another ride.
Well, they've got little mini challenges around.
There's lots of little things to do around World of Jumanji other than the rides, just the rides. So it is a very much an immersed area for you to be able to do things other than just the rides. There's games there like the hammer things, the throw the balls in the bucket. All those kind of things are in there. So there's lots to do while you're waiting for your slot. So I think that the virtual queue system will help, actually.
I just think it might take a lot for people to get used to, because it's not something they're used to. So it might not work in that frame.
Yeah.
Because people aren't used to it. So therefore it might take a little while and jig in from both our side and their side.
Yeah.
But in the long run, I think it would help a lot of people.
I think what you've only got to look at European parks, and the majority of them use virtual queuing now, and it does help massively with reducing that sort of standing around doing nothing in a massive queue line. It does have a big enough virtual queue, a big enough physical queue to hold quite a large number of people. But hopefully that won't be called in to action as much because of the virtual queuing system. So I'm optimistic that virtual queuing is going to help.
There'll be snags tomorrow.
Of course, there's going to be snags tomorrow.
For the next few weeks, at least.
I think tomorrow you're going to see teething problems. I'm not going to lie. The apps, the technology, etc. There's going to be teething problems. So be prepared for that. But I think overall, once people get used to it, the staff and the teething problems are ironed out, I honestly believe it's going to help manage the ride a lot better. I really do. Just on your point there, Gary, about you getting this t-shirt and being told there is no discount for pass holders, have you got your receipt? If you have, I would suggest you take it back tomorrow to, I would say, Adventure Point or to guest services and show them, because there absolutely is a pass holder discount for I think it's gold, platinum and premium and standard pass holders at least, and it is a 10% discount as a not the normal 20, but there is a 10% discount. So I would absolutely suggest you take that back tomorrow and take that with guest services, because that's not right. Somebody's been misinformed there, and that needs to be dealt with. Sophia, who was hoping to join us tonight, who I mentioned I met on Park today, unfortunately hasn't been very well all weekend. She's forced herself onto Park to to be there for the media event yesterday and the passhold preview event today. She was hoping to join us tonight, but as you can see, she's feeling really rough tonight. So she has called off. So I do apologize. There is no streamed guest tonight. It is just me and Karen.
Sorry.
And Gabriel, obviously, and Elijah when he decides to join as well. It's a bit of a family live tonight.
It's a match.
Totally agree. I think many people won't get to ride. I actually think that the virtual queuing will help get more people to ride, personally.
I'm indecisive about that one.
But again, it'll all depend on how much it works, and how well it works and how well it's managed. But we'll have to wait and see. I think from what I understand, they're going to be releasing slots throughout the day. So it's not going to be a case of you can book it up as soon as booking opens. It'll operate in a similar vein to Skyline, for RAP users, where you have to book a slot and they release slots at different points throughout the day.
Yeah.
So I don't
set times.
think so I think that should help everybody get an opportunity to ride it. So
yeah,
I am optimistic.
Do it once.
Yeah, and you can only ride it the once. So
once you've done it once with the on the virtual queuing, that's it. So you're not going to have people that are going to be able to get in and keep getting in and going on it. So I'm hoping then that means a lot more people get a go as opposed to certain people just taking it on board themselves.
The reason, Izzy, for the 10% discount, I don't know if you've ever been to CBeebies Land at Alton Towers. Anything in the CBeebies shop that is CBeebies branded merchandise is only a 10% discount.
Same Gruffalo.
Any Gruffalo merchandise, Room on the Broom, and basically any Julia Donaldson merchandise in any Merlin attraction is only a 10% discount. It's because it's brand specific merchandise. So that's why you're only getting the 10%, because this is Jumanji specific. And obviously Jumanji is the brand. And that's why we only get the 10%. Apparently, that's what I was always told.
I reckon it will soon change.
Evening, Grace. Thanks for joining. Right, we've opened that one. There are going to be a lot of people. There are going to be a lot of people tomorrow. However, I do think that the number of people coming for opening day is going to be balanced out by the fact that Mondays at Chessington are generally super quiet days. It is term time. Most kids are at school. I don't think there's going to be a lot of children that won't be going to school because of the opening of Jumanji World. There will be a few, obviously, the children of enthusiasts, but I think that will help to balance it out. So I think it'll be a busy-ish day, but no busier probably than an average weekend, maybe.
Yeah,
that's a guess. It is obviously a pure guess.
Haven't you?
You just I'm just thinking about a
normal Monday.
Chessington is a family park. It's normally packed out with families. Lots of those families won't be here tomorrow because of school and things like that, and work and all those kind of things. So I suspect that will help to balance it out, and that may well be why they decided to open it on a Monday rather than on a weekend day. It gives them that little bit of breathing space to just check on those teething problems, get on top of it, and hopefully work it out and make it work. So hopefully that's going to help. Favorite element of the ride has to have been the launch, I would say. It's a nice launch. It's very Icon like. I think it was a little bit more forceful than Icon, but not uncomfortably so. It was still a very nice launch, and you definitely felt it go, but it wasn't uncomfortable. It was it was a nice, and I think that was, for me, was my favorite element. Gman, what was your favorite part of Mandrill Mayhem?
The inline twist.
You like the twist?
The inline twist. Gman loved the inline twist. That was his favorite, but it was his first inversion of any type. So
felt like you were flying.
And he really enjoyed that.
I love falling to the line.
You felt like you're falling.
Yeah, well, if you're a platinum pass holder, you should definitely have had the 10% discount there. So absolutely make sure you take that receipt in tomorrow and get that looked at, because that's completely out of order. Right, hold on. I'm trying to keep up with.
There you are.
Take your stuff back to guest services and have it sorted, even if it's £1. Yeah, absolutely, totally agree, Sophia. Get it back and get that sorted out, because it's not. Evening, Adam. Thanks for joining. Good evening, Johnny and Kellen. Thanks for coming in. Yes, can't wait to see you tomorrow. Really looking forward to saying hi again. Funny, isn't it, that didn't meet for ages, and then all of a sudden meeting twice in the space of 3 months. So that's absolutely fantastic. And have you still got bright pink hair? I'm intrigued to know. I haven't seen any photos recently on Instagram, so I'm assuming you've re-pinked, ready for tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. Every £2.50 help. That is half a pint of Stella approximately. I like you
Love
thinking
it.
that. Yeah. Personally, virtual, don't think it should be one ride a day. I think you should be able to at least try and get a slot every hour. I haven't a clue how it works at all. Need to figure it out before tomorrow. Yes, Sophia.
I think they will open it up to be, but at the moment, while it's new,
I think initially it'll be one ride a day, and then I think it will be a case of first come, first served on the booking system. Because if it was a physical queue, it would be first come, first served. That those people that get there quickest will be the ones that get the rides. And so I think a virtual queue to join a virtual queue is sort of what's going to happen. But obviously we can only speculate until it's actually put in place and we see exactly what happens. But I do think it will help. Certainly for people like me who get really bored in queues, get nervous and anxious in queues. I do struggle a little bit with queuing, but apparently not enough to need wrap. So, that's fine. But I do get agitated in queues. So for me, having that option to not have to queue for exceptionally long periods of time is going to help. It will help me, and it will be much better for me. And it can only be good for Merlin from the perspective of add-on sales, because if people aren't stuck in a queue, they can go and buy ice cream, they can go and buy drinks, they can go and buy food and sweets and merchandise. And I just think it's a win. It is a win, and I think they're actually a little bit late to the table with doing this. A lot of the European parks, as I said, are already doing it, and I think it's.
Do you know if they're separating that with the wrap side of it?
I believe they're separating it in the sense of you virtual queue whether you're wrap or not wrap. But when it's your time slot,
you just go in and wrap.
You go in through the wrap queue line, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you'd be timed out like everybody else. So it doesn't matter when you do it, really. You'll still be timed out for the rest of the day, essentially. Yeah,
because obviously at the moment here it is any of the big rides you only can use to go on it.
Virtual queuing is one per booking, but you can book for 6 people. So if you're in park as a group of 6, you can all book a virtual and have 6 rides. As a person that goes to parks alone, it doesn't seem fair. Is that right? I'm not totally sure that that's correct. I haven't looked into it
in the technicality of it. It can be.
Yeah, but again, it's probably something they'll have to look at if it starts to become abused. Yeah. Yes, Adam, I've been in the area. Spent 2 hours in there today, 1 till 3. Absolutely amazing. You've absolutely got to.
You'll love it.
You've absolutely got to come in and enjoy that and experience it. It was absolutely amazing. You will love it. I keep losing.
I love this one.
Lots of. What's that one?
Really, we bumped our heads and ended up in Chessington.
Grace, I love that, Grace. That's fantastic. I'm not going to leave that up too long, just in case there's people watching. Lots of people I've talked to, kids of enthusiasts and young kids, a lot are seeming to be taking the day off. So although maybe busy, it would be hectic. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I think we've got to expect it. You know, it's a brand new area. It's not just one new ride.
No.
It's a whole new area being opened. You know, and it's being done with you know, with fanfares and all the glitz of a new ride opening with a very high profile IP. You know, Jumanji is well known, and it's a very big brand. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of fanfare about it, and they're going to want as many people there as possible. Chessington built 3 reserve and ride entrances for the new Jumanji rides. I saw them in a video today that someone did, but I guess they won't be opening them.
Yeah, they weren't
from the
open
15th
today,
of
but
May
from
and onwards. Yeah, there was no reserve and ride today because obviously there was only 500 people in the area at any given time, and we'd never waited more than what, 15 minutes probably, if that.
The queue was just long to walk around.
Yeah,
the main queue.
It's quite a walk.
Blimey.
The Mandrill Mayhem queue line is quite winding, and it's quite a walk. But I think yeah, I think they'll be using those reserve and ride entrances from later on, but possibly from tomorrow, because reserve and ride will include Mandrill Mayhem from tomorrow. But it'll be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see.
So
I
want to know how that would work though now. When you think of it, when you think of reserve and ride,
yeah,
you book it and you have to go to it.
Yeah.
But if everyone's booking, technically then that means the main queue isn't being booked.
A reserve and ride booking though would mean is like a fast track booking.
So why don't they just say
there's a separate queue
for the fast track reserve
for the fast track reserve and ride. There's the shorter queues that will just lead you in quicker to the station, whereas the normal virtual queue will join the big queue.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Yeah. You're gonna have a bit of a walk. You'll get some exercise. It's great. Sophia says, well done on your first inversion. She says it's awesome. Did you put your hands in the air? You didn't, did you?
No, he was holding on tight.
He was gripping for dear life, bless him. But he did enjoy it.
Maybe tomorrow.
He did enjoy it. Oh, she's still got the bright pink hair. That's awesome. Kellen, I look forward to seeing that. It means I'll make it easier to spot tomorrow. So that's great. Izzy can't be there because of school tomorrow. That is a real shame. I would say get there as soon as you can though, because it is well worth it.
Mum, I need help with something.
They will be opening them. They absolutely will be opening them.
Just not today because it's not
not today because the area wasn't open today. The only people that were allowed in today were people who had got tickets through the Merlin Annual Pass Preview Eventbrite website link.
Where is it?
That's why they weren't open today, because they weren't needed. From tomorrow they should be open. So if you have got reserve and ride and you've included Mandrill Mayhem on there, or Ostrich Stampede, or all 3 of those, you'll be able to use the reserve and ride and enter through the reserve and ride entrances. That's why they've been built, because they are fast track entrances, and you will be able to use them the same way you use reserve and ride on all the other rides, as far as I'm aware. So you will still be able to use them. Agreed, Sophia. Actually, considering it was a trial day, really, I actually did think that the ops on Mandrill Mayhem knew what they were doing. Could have been a little bit quicker. I think we timed it at a dispatch approximately every 5 minutes. So that wasn't bad. I think there were little tweaks that could make it a little bit quicker. But those are things that they will pick up as they go along. You know, it's a brand new ride. They've got to learn all the tricks to make that ride work better for them. So we've got a whole heap of comments here again, haven't we? I was waiting.
Because you like to waffle.
I do like to waffle.
What do we say? Waffle. No, what do we say to Daddy?
Yeah, 10-15 minutes a day. Yeah, absolutely right. Sam! Sam, it's the Coastal Tog. Thanks for joining, mate. Lovely to see you. Great to see you today. I'm extolling the virtues of Jumanji World, which I know you also really enjoyed. And you know that if Coastal Tog thinks it's good, it's good. I totally trust his opinion on these things. He's seen so many parks, so much theming, that for him to say it was good, it was immersive, it was, you know, one of the best themed areas that he's seen in the UK.
Oh, it's amazing.
Then I think, you know, that's great. Johnny and Kellen, sleep tight, safe journey in the morning. Waking up at 3:30 though, oh, that's dedication to the cause.
That's my normal time to go to sleep.
That is dedication. Technically, you probably can go on it more than once if you book for multiple people, but I imagine with someone outside that queue line, you would be stopped. Yeah,
possible.
I think that's going to be a case, isn't it? Oh, you meant it wouldn't be hectic? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be terrible.
It's an unknown.
I think it's the unknown, isn't it? It's going to be, yeah. I do think it will get abused. Yes, I agree. Wrap, reserve, and ride, and normal queue. If no one's stopping people, that's 3 rides, which will be a shame. But hopefully Chessington will learn and start learn how to help manage that a bit better and get on top of it, and you know, and keep it as fair a system as it can be. No system is ever perfect, is it? You know, it's that every system has its flaws. People will always find ways to abuse a system. There's always loopholes that people will exploit.
And we're in England, and we like to moan.
And we're in England, we like to moan. Absolutely right. You're right. Unlike me, I don't like to moan. I don't do moaning.
Well, you all know him, and you know that's not true.
It is true.
Not. What do we call him again, YG?
There is not a bar in Jumanji World. However, you are not far away from. I think Chessington only has the one bar, doesn't it? And that's the one
in the actual bar.
On the actual park, and that's that in that smokehouse.
Yeah.
Restaurant place. All the others.
I never looked at that. Didn't go round to the food bit.
Yeah, I think there's only the one bar at Chessington, isn't there? Yeah, I think, and I think that hasn't changed. World of Jumanji doesn't have a bar, but I think at a park like Chessington, I don't think a bar is totally appropriate. Oh, Adam, that's great. Yeah. Well, hopefully by then all the teething problems will be ironed out, and it'll be actually really smooth, and yeah, you'll get to enjoy it, which will be really good. Fair, no doubt Chelsea will keep it fair. They have in the past and constantly have successfully sort of thing. You're right, Sphere. You're absolutely right. I think, yeah, I share your confidence, and I think for me, the only thing at the moment with Chessington, criticism-wise, is ride downtime. There seems to be a lot of that at the moment, and I think it's something they've got to address quickly. But you know, their maintenance things. But yeah, it's they will get on top of it. I am confident, like you, they will get on top of it, and they will learn, and they will make it as fair a system as it can possibly be. So yeah, I think that's very true. And I totally agree there, Gary. If anybody knows about Chessington, it is Sophia. She is the go-to for Chessington. If anybody ever asks me anything about Chessington, Jumanji, I literally always point them in Sophia's direction, because she is the Chessington legend, and the one who is. I've lost the mouse again. Oh, there's my cursor.
There we
go. Yeah, only the one bar. There we go. Sophia's backing me up there, which is fantastic. Just the smokehouse. Thorpe do now have 3 bars. You're right, they do. Yes, they've got vibes. They've got that little alcohol hatch, I suppose you'd call it, round by Darren Brown's. It's not Darren Brown's Ghost Train. Round by the Ghost Train. And then what's the other one? It is round the back, I think. Yeah. So
on
yeah.
the way to.
And if there's ever a park that shouldn't be serving alcohol, it probably is Thorpe. So I think to have 3
it's asking for
alcohol dispensaries now, it's probably just adding fuel to the fire, really.
Maybe
isn't
that's
it?
why I am the way I am.
What, alcohol?
Being brought up around Thorpe Park.
Maybe it is. So yeah, so there we go, folks. They're my thoughts on Wilderness Bar under the tent. We ate there on Friday, and it took them 45 minutes to give me a hot dog.
Oh, gosh.
But was it a vegan hot dog, Sam? Was that the problem? Joking aside, have you ever noticed that vegetarian and vegan products always seem to take forever to get to people? I think it's it just seems to be a bit of an issue with vegetarian and vegan options for whatever reason. But yeah, the Wilderness Bar under the tent, you're absolutely right. It was a no animals were harmed in the making of this. I love this response, Sam. Sam, I absolutely love this response. So I've got to put this up on screen because I want this to be recorded forever. It was a no animals were harmed in the making of this hot dog. I love that. Absolutely love that description.
The Jumanji one was top.
Okay, vegan. Okay, that's good to hear. I've heard a lot of compliments about the Jumanji food, actually.
The size of that chicken thing.
I wondered where you were going with that for a second. I really did.
Now, darling.
Adam, the merch is great. It is great. As I was saying before, I've got a t-shirt, I've got pin badges, I've got a mug so far.
You can't get any more mugs in the cupboard.
I can.
No, because you still can't close the door.
But that's not because of the mugs. That's because I just.
No, but you still can't close it.
That's because of the cupboard fairies.
Well, you need to sort these cupboard fairies out.
I thought Dave's brilliant with drinking.
Yeah.
For some people have thought Dave with drinking isn't a good idea. So
Depends if you're drinking on the day or the day before.
Anyone going to be dressing up tomorrow? Unfortunately, I had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction. I would hope I've got some really nice camo trousers at home. Sadly, they're quite fitted, and I've gained a few pounds since I bought them. And literally, yeah, they weren't fitting. So unfortunately, I'm not dressing up tomorrow. But I hope people are, because that would be absolutely awesome. And I believe there are people who are going to be. I have heard
quite a few people today that I saw,
and there were a few, yeah.
Not necessarily dressing up full on, but going into that sort of realm of camo or the nice dark, like beigey colours to sort of get the feel.
Yeah,
of
there was, wasn't there? Yeah.
I mean, we're all in camo. Well, us three are anyway.
Turkey leg, £14, apparently £9 today for Matt. Very big. Would I pay the money? Yeah, it's exactly like the ones at Disney. Just got to hope it's not dry.
What made me laugh was the size of that.
Yeah.
And then the tiny little cake they got alongside it. It was hilarious. It's like you had like the big meal and then you had the miniature pudding.
Really?
For me, it's the other way around.
Yeah, actually, you told me about that, Sam. Actually, they were double discounting the food.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mike had the hot dog that's meant to be like 14 quid.
Yeah.
With Matt discount, it's supposed to. I think it was £11.50.
But then they got even
and
more.
he paid £9 for it.
So you missed out there, babe.
We did miss out there.
Useless.
What, they are?
No, you are.
Why am I useless? How?
Because you didn't know about it.
Because I know everything.
Apparently you do. You are the oracle to Mike.
You told Mike that I don't know everything.
That's what I just said. Apparently you are the oracle.
But then you told him I don't know everything, so I'm going with you.
You waffle.
Yeah, I thought that looked a bit funny. Yeah. So, but hey, if you took advantage of it, folks, well done. If I'd known about that enough,
I would have had a nice big sausage.
Play your cards right, you could still have one.
Are they still open then?
Yeah, right. They're still open. Yeah. That's what I meant. I think it was already Matt discounted on the tills, but then the lady was adding another 20%. Yeah, I wonder if that's what they did. They pre-programmed the tills because they knew that everybody in that area today would have to be a map. And then she was just adding it on afterwards again. That's quite good.
That's touch.
Oh, never mind, Sophia. I'm sure you'll get to appear in better videos. Only joking. Jack, if you're watching, yes. I'm only joking.
Just put on your leg.
You know me. I'm a mick taker, through and through.
You have to be, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, and you have to be a YouTuber, I think, and not crash and burn on it. you have to be able to take the mick out of yourself and everybody else.
So I should be quite good then.
Yeah, I think you would be great. I think you should be co-vlogging with me a lot more. You should be. You should be. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up now. It's getting late. I'm going to get these boys to bed. Oh, Elijah's here. Dan, what's going on? You're not using this. I'm tired, Sam. That's what it is, mate.
He does get more funny with the tired than he is.
I actually do. We had a bit of an issue. We've got blinds in our house over the windows, and we were having a bit of an issue with the ones in the boys' bedroom. And I said to Karen, I said, if I can't fix it and I have to rip it down and throw it through the window, does that count as a blind launch?
That wasn't funny. Oh,
But
you could hear the pin drop then, because no one in this room found it funny.
yeah, but I could hear everybody laughing at home.
No, they're laughing at you, not with you.
Okay. On that note, guys, I am going to wrap it up. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a bit of fun. I quite enjoyed coming live from Chessington Hotel. Somewhere a bit different. There is no nervous chat tomorrow night because obviously travelling back, etc. However, so I have moved it to Tuesday night this week, and it is with the challenge legend Mike from Journey to the Attractions. Catching up with him to talk about all the challenges that he's done, and more that he plans to do.
You're on.
Which both myself and Sam Coaster have now taken part in his Challenge Championships challenge.
Sam's one?
Sam's one will be going live on Wednesday.
Ooh,
So if you want to see how Sam got on, Wednesday 7:30 on Journey to the Attractions channel, you will see the Challenge Championships episode 2. Yeah, Night Sphere. Hope you feel better tomorrow. Hopefully see you again tomorrow. It'd be great. Feel free to come and join us and hang out with us if you wish. Don't be on your own. I know you were saying today that it was just you there.
Nah, come join us.
Come and join us. You know, we're a friendly bunch.
We don't bite unless you ask.
Yeah, race to Mandrill at 9 AM. That could well be the case.
I'm buying a scooter.
We've got early breakfast booked. We'll have everything packed tonight, ready to get out of the room, breakfast, in the car.
Considering the boys are normally up at like 6
and
anyway.
And I'm normally up at 5, so, and I've got editing to do.
Oh, and I'll just sleep.
Yeah, Karen will sleep until the boys jump all over her, so she'll be up about 6:15.
Yeah, I'll be up early, yeah.
So thanks everybody for joining. I hope it's been informative and a bit of fun. I look forward to seeing those of you that are coming tomorrow. And any of the rest of you, I hope to see you in the near future. Are you going to say bye, Bug?
You say bye.
You say bye, everybody. Oh, you're too cute, aren't you? Right, good night, folks.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.